Everybody, it's me, Mr. Right, here with another Spellsword Cards Origins, Part 2 to the races, possibly to the paths as well. Go ahead and show that like button some love and comment, like, subscribe. Or press that cog button to the upper right hand of your device. Go to the Discord. If you've already been a part of the Discord community there, give yourself a pat on the back. And probably, if you can handle a couple of cookies, hey, have you a cookie or two. But if you're not, go ahead and join this awesome community. The players and the dev are awesome. I've been a part of it since day one, since the beta days, and seen the game grow personally and the community grow personally. And every day is always just a breath of fresh air. The dev listens, fixes the game as best he can, along with adding on different content to both this game and Demon Tides. The first game. So this is kind of like the prequel, and then that is the sequel, and then so on and so forth with whatever the dev has going on. So yeah, comment, like, subscribe again. That'd be great. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get up there again. Hopefully this is also going to aid in the wiki searches. So let's go ahead and go to the races here. So with the races, there's only six? Yeah, six races so far. Everything is always being added, so there's currently six right now. There might be more. Every race has at least one permanent skill, and some have playable cards. So with the human race, if you're wanting a lot more flexibility, this is the race for you, because of its wayward skill. Wayward, every 3 levels you get to change your path, so you could have 3 separate colors going on with this particular race and class, whatever you're choosing to go with. And it also has the Goldfinger perk. Goldfinger, you get 10% gold after every battle that you fight. So ideally, if you want a lot of money, then you go with Rogue and Human and play to your heart's content, never skipping any battle, and you'll have plenty of gold going on. Now with the Elf, it has one of the most highest mana pools, depending on the class that you go with, mage or anything else there. But Elf is a it's like a better version of human. Between Elf and Dragonborn, they both share the same thing of keen eye. So every 3 turns while you're in battle, you get to draw one extra card to your hand. And then outside of battle, you have those questionable encounters that is like, what is that? Oh, it's an ambush. I don't want to fight it. Because you have keen eye, you can go ahead and avoid said ambush. But if you're everything else that isn't elf or dragonborn, then you gotta fight, man. It's unfortunate. So with the dwarf has it's like a better version again of human with its HP. It does have one of the additional cards that the race description does tell you about. But first, its perk of low stature. It grants you 1 block per turn. The blocks do disappear after every turn if they weren't absorbed by an attack. Now again, going with priest, you get to kind of keep stacking up your blocks there. So it's all good. It's all good. So also it has the dwarven axe card that you get added to your deck. It is an attack card that goes with your current dwarven level. So if you're level 5, it's going to cost you 5 damage. You're level 10, 10 damage. And so, you got a hefty hit right there. And not to mention, if you're a green dwarf druid, you'll be pumping out some major damage. Now the thing is, again, dwarf doesn't get that much mana, so you'll be having to try to find some way to absorb or get mana for yourself. There are, when you're leveling up, there are some times where you'll get that one or two chances to get more mana. Might be more than that. I might be exaggerating there, so do be on the lookout for that. With the half orc. The half orc itself, I wouldn't say has the, got shafted or anything, but it's kind of like putting the game on easy mode regardless of what you're doing. Uh, Especially with, this particular combination here of fire warrior, you will be a wrecking ball because of your HP. That is the biggest quality that this particular race has, is this HP pool. You'll be getting massive amounts of HP as of the making of this video. Also, it has fast recovery. Every time you discard a card, you'll regain HP. So every time you're facing a particular discard, um, you know, AI, you'll get that HP even on their turn, so it can really help. It's like, man, I'm really low on HP, but I got all these extra cards. Flip, 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 flip. And I think it's like I said, right now, it's 2 HP per card, which is relatively good. You know what I'm saying? So it used to be 1, but now it's 2. It may change in the future, so be on the lookout for that. We're going to save Dragonborn for last because, save the best for last. Demon Spawn. Similar to Dragonborn, it has the skill called Obstructive. You get a negative 15% on your experience gain. So you'll have to fight 1 or 2 extra battles just to make that next level, unfortunately. And it has, Furnace Skin, which is, you get a, 2 damage off of any fire damage that you may take. So little cheap spells won't affect you at all. Again, if you don't like something, feel free to go to the Discord, make suggestions, and be like, I don't like the way Demon Spawn is, so we can tweak this or add this, and again, Dev listens, and if he does like it, he'll tell you, hey, we can make it happen. Or if he doesn't, he'll explain to you why. He's always been fair about that. I promise you on that. And the best, to me, of all the races outside of Elf is Dragonborn. Born into excellence, both physically and mentally gifted, these sons and daughters of dragons don't often socialize with others. With Dragonborn, they have what is called Stubborn. You get a negative 10 to your XP gain, which is fine. This is it is fine. You won't even really notice it. Especially after the first 3 levels. It does gain Keen Eye, as I said before, so you can avoid those ambushes and get that extra needed card at every 3rd turn. And it gains the Dragon Breath card, which applies 5 burn to to the AI that you're fighting. So that card really comes in handy for upping the damage. So it's like, okay, especially in your earlier playthroughs, most early things are 5, 6, and 7 or 8. So you apply that burn, pitch all your cards, get it back, hopefully the next turn sometime, and then apply it again, and then that's a wrap. So, and not to mention the points that you get in all of your stats. It's the most well-rounded, at least for me, because when you level up with all races here, You get either more action points, more mana points, more HP, um, extra card a turn, or something along those lines. You might get all of those that I mentioned. You might get unlock more skills depending on what you're playing. Um, whatever. But to me, if you're really wanting to enjoy yourself, the Dragonborn is the way to go. Elf and then human. But if you're trying to just go through it easy and just get your feet wet, then definitely orc, dwarf. Um, but if you're looking for an indefinite challenge and you're like, I'm just going to have to fight higher level creatures at like, a level lower, just because, that 15% hit is the demon spawn there. Demon spawn again is like is pretty much like a different version of elf, in my opinion. Just a little bit, just its own being. So, comment, like, subscribe. Wait out for the path video. It probably won't take as long as the class race video. So, yeah, make sure again you join that Discord.